Breaking news, the Bengals make a massive signing. Shemar Stewart is a Cincinnati Bengal. With all the drama that has been going off this offseason, it is finally done. We're going to share the report from Adam Schefter. It is breaking news, just came out, but they have signed and are agreed. Shemar Stewart is a Cincinnati Bengal. Welcome to the jungle. This is Isaac Coffman with Bengals Digest. So happy to see all you Bengals fans join in on this exciting offseason. If you are not already, make sure you smash that subscribe button to join in on the community. We appreciate you guys so much. This is great news. This is, again, breaking news. So let's get down to it. This is fresh off the press from Adam Schefter. We've been all anticipating it. We've been on edge, waiting for this ever since he was drafted. There's been controversy, but there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Just in, Shemar Stewart and the Cincinnati Bengals reached an agreement on a 4-year, fully guaranteed $18.97 million contract that includes a $10.4 million signing bonus. And this is coming from his agent. And there was no short of drama this week with his agent and the Cincinnati Bengals. We've talked about it at length, but we can rest easy. Breathe that sigh of relief. It is done. And we saw this coming, right? We had to figure the deal had to be close. It was not going to go this way of Stewart sitting out, missing out on money as a first-round draft pick. It wasn't about the money. It was the wording of this contract. But here we go. Now it's all on Stewart. It was already on Stewart before to get this worked out, but part of it could have been with the Bengals that they should be initiating, getting this contract just done. But now it's on Stewart. Now he's got to go out there and produce for all the drama, all that came with this standoff. He was saying how much he's his first-round draft pick. Well, you've got all eyes on you now, Stewart. So go out there and perform. We're excited to see this happen, though, because with Hendrickson still unsigned as of right now, Stewart's going to get a lot of reps, and he's going to need every bit of it. He's going to need all the reps he can get and prove the doubters wrong. There's been a lot of doubts since he was drafted. 4 sacks in college, that's going to get magnified. But the way he can break that is go out there and produce. And they're going to need him. They absolutely need him on this defense. We've talked about it till we're blue in the face. They need to get better on defense. This is a guy that can do it for you. So great news right here. You see it coming from Adam Schefter. He is reporting that it is a fully guaranteed contract. So that is interesting. The Bengals must have came back and offered it being fully guaranteed. We'll find out more details as they come out. This is, again, still breaking as we share this details. And one other thing I wanted to share is there was a report from Amarius Mims. You have to wonder, was this something that maybe helped sway the discussions? You never know, because there was a lot of players not wanting to comment, but Amarius Mims had something to say. He said that the Bengals need him. He shared that message and made sure to contact. He said that he was actually in touch with Shemar Stewart. So you have to wonder, maybe just the little things like that got Stewart to finally sign. And Stewart had shared a picture that he was in Texas, that he was practicing at Texas A&M. There's reports he's going back to college. That's just all part of all the drama that was going on. But this is what I found interesting. He was quoted in that article. He said, people don't realize what helped me stay with the number ones, the starters, other than Trent going down, was Alex Kappa beside me, helping me with the playbook. He sat down with me every day and made sure I knew the plays. So going into camp, I knew all of the plays. I didn't want to get out there and not know what I was doing. This is exactly what Stewart needed to hear, because in his mind, he probably thought, I'll just hit the ground running. No big deal. I need to get what I need out of this contract. But right here, you see how valuable being in camp is. Amarius Mims, I respect him so much because you can tell he's still he got some things to work on. He was a rookie last year, but he's willing to learn. And that's what Stewart needs to do now. Take a page out of Amarius Mims. He was drafted last year as a first rounder, but came in and was a starter. So right there, things will need to play out. I mean, again, the microscope is going to be on Stewart, analyzing what is he going to do on the field, training camp, what is he going to do in preseason. It's exciting to think we're going to be able to see what Shemar Stewart can do in the preseason. And you can knock him for his sacks in college. But I will say the thing about him is he's got the build. He keeps getting compared to Myles Garrett. And that's not to say he's going to put up those kind of numbers. But if you have that build, if you are teachable, if you're willing to learn, that's why he's such a big deal. That's why was dominating the headlines. We just kept hearing, is Shemar Stewart going to sign? He's sitting out. Why it was thrown in our faces so much, because he could be such a valuable piece, even in his rookie season. You have to figure he's going to be a little bit rough around the edges, working through the season, but he has the pressure rate. That's what I continue to bring up. You can look at the sacks, and there's no denying that. That's something he's going to have to work on. That's one of the big things that's glaring, is finish when you're rushing the quarterback. Get to him. Finish it. He has the pressure rates. We broke down in previous videos what his pressure rate is, and that's probably what the Bengals really liked in drafting him, is seeing his pressure rate. And that's what the Bengals lacked so much last year. Other than Hendrickson, it just felt like no matter who was back there, they were picking apart the defenses because they had all day to throw. And certainly, if you can get the sack, get the sack. But at the end of the day, if you can at least pressure the quarterback, you're going to disrupt the play in some shape or form. That's the very least you should be able to do on defense as a defensive line. And then you're working as a team. That's where the secondary goes in. You put pressure on the quarterback, he's not going to throw it as accurately. He's going to rush his throw. That's where the secondary can step in. They can disrupt. They can bat it down at the very least or intercept. So many times they just needed that play. It was 3rd and long even. 4th down. Going to end the game. Bengals give up a big play. And I go back to they just did not have the pressure. So that's why this guy is such a big deal. I will hound on that of the Bengals need to get the pressure. It's just a relief to see that Stewart got things worked out with the front office. You could see that friction, the comments that were going on. But again, let's breathe. Now we can look forward to a fun training camp. Let's hope Hendrickson is going to be next, because he is arguably, you can say, the big one they need to get done. I'll say over Stewart, for sure. They should have had Hendrickson done. Hendrickson is the proven guy on that defensive line, and they have got to get him. They need his production this year. But you take your wins. You take this win today, Bengals fans, because despite all the drama, what was looking to be a tough ask, they did it. They finally worked it out, and we can move on. So Bengals fans, love to hear what you have to say concerning this. This is the news we have been waiting for. We are anxious to hear what you guys have to say, so comment below. And again, if you have not already, be sure you're subscribed so you'll be up to date when all of our new videos drop. Me and Carson are going to be covering the Bengals again with training camp. There's going to be a lot of news coming out, so you don't want to miss out. So that's going to do it for now, guys. As we say, who dat?